couple of weeks ago, one of my clients needed a simple knowledge-based site. So I was wandering around the web searching for the right plugin. But at one point I started thinking, why should I install a plugin if creating a knowledge base is a rather simple thing? So in this video I'm going to show you how to create a simple documentation or knowledge base site without any knowledge base plugin. Before we start though, I have to say that if you don't want to build it by yourself, then just look for the Better Docs documentation plugin. It's free, it's good, it does everything you need. But if you don't want to use a plugin and you want to build something like this is built by me, and today I'm gonna show you how to do something like that. It uses a nice live search like this. I can open up the knowledge base. I have a navigation here. I have a table of contents here, post navigation, sharing options, and live search on every site. I can browse around. I have an archive page with a post laid out like this. So probably it's gonna take approximately 20 minutes to set it up. Therefore, if you're interested, then jump in and buckle up. Now, first things first, we need to create a custom post type called knowledge base. I'm not going to go in detail because I have made a video about it. The link to this video is in the description of this video. Take a look at this video here, how to create a custom post type in WordPress without a plugin within a couple of minutes. So I'm gonna create a custom post type, and in order to do so, I have to go to the dashboard. And now I have two options here. First, I can modify my child theme or other one. This is the one I prefer. I go to plugins, add new, and I'm gonna search for a plugin called code snippets. It allows me to add every sort of code snippets, activate and deactivate them, and if I switch themes, then no worries, all those snippets are in place. So install it, activate it, and after that you'll see the snippets menu here. Click on add new. Now give it the title, for example, knowledge base CPT, custom post type. Next, copy this code snippet here. If you don't want to take a look at this video here, I showed you a minute ago, then take a look at the description of this video. There is a link to the code I'm using throughout this video. You can just take this one here and paste it to your site. So this will register a custom post type knowledge base for us. We're going to save changes and activate. And after that, you'll see a new menu here, knowledge base. Now we need to add the taxonomy because we need categories for the knowledge base. Therefore, we're gonna add a new snippet here. Click on add new. Give it a title. For example, category taxonomy for knowledge base. And now paste this code. Once again, take a look at the description of this video. There is a link to the post. I'm sharing all those codes here. Once again, click on save changes and activate. And now we have categories here. There is one small thing we need to do though. Just go to the settings, permalinks, and click on save changes. This will ensure us that everything will work later. So most of the hard work is now done. Therefore, let's start by adding some content to the knowledge base. Let's start with the categories. I already did that because I want this tutorial to be short. I added 6 categories, and now we need to add some content here. I already did that also, but it's as simple as using WordPress posts. Just give it a title. For example, new tutorial about CPT. Enter your content. Choose category. For example, getting started. And publish. So, as you see, I already have 31 posts here. Every one of them has a category. Now I'm going to build a menu. Therefore, I'm going to go to the appearance and menus. So create a new menu, for example, main menu. And first thing you need to do, add the categories. They will be the first level items. and then add docs in a place you want them to be. For example, this new tutorial about CPT, it's gonna be under the getting started. It's gonna be my main menu, and it appears here with a nice drop-down menus. Now let's create a front page like this. In order to do that, you have a couple of options. I'm using the Gutenberg editor, and I'm gonna install a plugin called Kadence Blocks, which allows me to do that. You can use any other page builder as long as it allows you to add post lists here. Since Kadence Blocks allows me to do that, I'm gonna go to the plugins, add new, search for Kadence Blocks. I'm gonna install and activate it, and now I'm gonna go to pages and add new. I'm gonna give it a title, for example, home. Next one, I'm gonna add a row here. One column, full width layout. I'm gonna give it a background color, this blue here. Next one, I'm gonna add a title here. My first knowledge base. H1, align to center, color white, font weight bold. I'm not gonna add the search here because later I'm gonna show you how to do that. Instead, now I'm gonna add 3 columns, therefore, once again, I'm gonna add the row with 3 columns. Now I'm gonna search for heading. This one, getting started, is gonna be the title. Font size is gonna be 23, and it's gonna be bold. Next one, I need a spacer here. Divider width 100%, aligned left, and divider height is 40 pixels. Next one, I'm gonna search for posts. This one here. Doesn't look any good, but I'm gonna tweak it a bit. First thing, I have to choose that select post type is the docs. This is my knowledge base. Next one, taxonomy is categories, and the first one is getting started. If that is done, I'm gonna choose the layout settings, 1 column, style unboxed, image settings, I'm gonna disable the images, it's gonna be H6. I'm gonna disable all meta information and excerpt and read more. There you go. Let's publish and see how does it look like. There it is, something wrong with it. Therefore, a couple of more things to do. I'm gonna select this row layout and set it to full width. Next one, I'm gonna choose this posts option again. Under the layout settings, I'm gonna activate image one more time. Align image is gonna be top, otherwise our layout will be a bit messed out. Now I'm gonna disable it, update it, and let's see how does it look like. Well, almost there. But if we see this one here, it looks a bit better, therefore let's tweak it. First thing is related to the title size. It's gonna be 16 pixels. I guess this one is 20 pixels. Now let's see. Yes, much better. Now I have to get rid of this title here. This part depends on your theme. I'm using the Blocksy theme free version, but if you're using any decent theme, there is an option to deactivate the page title. In the Blocksy options, I'm just gonna disable it here, and content area vertical spacing, I'm gonna leave it to only bottom. Update, refresh, and much better. Now as you see, this column here is a shadow on the button. Let's do that also. I'm gonna select the section, take a look, section, open up the section settings, box shadow, blur 10 pixels, opacity 0.1, and padding 25 pixels. And next I'm gonna add a button here. Explore more. Link is getting started. Size S, text size 15 pixels, alignment left, border DDDD, border 1 pixel, and border radius 50. And let's add an icon. There you go. Update, and let's see. It seems that it needs a bit padding more. I can tweak it here, 35 pixels. You can tweak it as you like. Now this one is ready, and there is nothing for me to do except just duplicate things. Duplicate and drag and drop. I'm going to duplicate the post options, and now I have to change the category here. It's going to be learning this time. I'm going to change the title. Add button. Change button link. Now I'm going to select the section, copy style, select this section and paste style. Update, refresh, and there you go. 2 out of 6 is done. It seems that the button needs some spacing here. It's easy to do. I'm going to select the button, container margin, top 30 pixels, and the same here. Update, refresh, and there it is. Now I'm gonna pause the video for a minute because I'm gonna duplicate all the sections here, and you'll see what is the result. Okay, 6 blocks. Let's update it and see how does it look like. Looks good, isn't it? Next one, let's tweak the archive pages. Once again, it depends on your theme. I'm using the Blocksy theme, and Blocksy theme allows me to customize custom post types. I'm going to open it up. There is a docs here, and I can customize it as I like. I'm not going to show how to do that because otherwise the video is going to be really long. Instead, I'm going to open up the single doc page and show that I can tweak this one also here. There you go. Just take a look at your theme settings and you'll see whether you can do that or not. One thing I'm gonna show you though is how to add an icon before those titles here. Go to Customizer, open up additional CSS, and just paste this code. It's in the description of this video, the link to the code. It's using the dash icons and content is here. If you don't like this icon, then go to the dash icons page and select the one you like, for example this one. Copy CSS, grab this content part here and replace this one. At the moment it will add this icon here. So publish and you're good to go. Next one, we need to add this search box here. Therefore, I'm gonna add a Ajax search plugin. Go to plugins once more, click on add new and search for Ajax search Lite. Install and activate it, and after that you'll see this menu here. Once more, I have made a video about it. Take a look at the Kadence theme tutorials how to add Ajax live search to Kadence theme, but it works with every theme in the same way, because in this video I'm gonna add it to the Blocksy theme. So go to Ajax search Lite. First thing, under the general options, let's add docs here because we need the search to be searching throughout the documentation, and I'm gonna remove all other ones here. Now I'm gonna go to the layout options and select curvy blue as a theme here. Since my team is using the Work Sans font, I'm gonna add the font here. Save options. And now I'm gonna grab this shortcode. I'm gonna go back to my home site, search for shortcode here. I'm gonna paste this shortcode. Update, refresh, and there it is. New tutorial about CPT. I'll open it up and there it is. Next, let's add this night accordion sidebar here. You don't have to do that if your team already has this widget, but if you don't, then go back to plugins, add new, and search for bellows accordion menu. This one here. Activate it, go to the appearance, bellows menu. There is nothing to configure, only one thing, choose your skin. If you choose none, then it inherits your theme settings, as you see here. But if you're lazy like me and you find suitable color scheme, then you can choose between vanilla, blue, or gray. For example, this gray looks like this, and blue looks like this. I like the vanilla most, therefore I'm gonna activate this one. Now I'm gonna go to the widgets. Take this bellows accordion, drag it here, and now choose the menu here. It's gonna be the main menu. Save it, and let's see how does it look like. There you go. Everything looks good. Next, let's add the table of contents above the content. And we're going to make it work in a way that it will be shown only for those documentations, not any other post types, for example, pages or blog posts. Therefore, I'm gonna go to the plugins, add new, and now I'm gonna search for reusable blocks extended, this one here. Install and activate, and after that you'll see this menu here. Click on add new, give it a title, for example, table of contents, search for table of contents block here. And I'm gonna choose what kind of headers I want to show there. I'm gonna show H2, H3. I'm gonna enable the title. I can choose the font size here. List settings, whether it's bullets or numbers, I leave it to numbered. Here I can tweak the container background, container padding, border, and so on. If it's done, I'm gonna press publish, go to all reusable blocks, and grab this shortcode here. Now you have two options. First option, you can go to the widgets once again, drag custom HTML here, paste the code, save it, refresh the page, and as you see, it doesn't show anything because there is no H2 or H3 headings, but if I open up any other one, then there it is. Table of contents here. If the shortcode doesn't work, then your team does not have a shortcodes in widgets option activated. It's easy to fix, just go to the snippets, add new snippet, give it the title of shortcode support, and paste this small snippet over there. This will activate the shortcodes in the widgets. The other option, if you don't like the table of contents here and you want it to be on top, then drag this one away from here and go to the snippets, click add new, give it a title, for example, table of contents, and now paste this code here. Pay attention though that we are using hooks. Every team has its own hooks. I'm using the Blocksy team, and Blocksy team has this hook which will place my, I'm gonna activate it, I'm gonna show you, it will place my table of contents up here. If you're using Astra, for example, then search for Astra hooks, open up the Astra Team Visual Hook. If you want to place it, for example, Astra Entry Bottom or Astra Entry Content Before, then just copy and replace this one here. If you're using the Kadence theme, then there is a plugin called Visual Hooks Guide for Kadence. Install it, and as you see, there will be a link in the menu bar which will show you visual hooks for Kadence theme. If you're using any other theme and you don't know what hooks they're using, then ask from the theme developer and they will tell you. Now if you're using Blocksy Pro version, then it's a bit easier for you. I have made a video about how to use Blocksy content blocks and hooks. Take a look at that one. The link is in the description of this video. If you're using Blocksy Pro, then you don't have to mess with the hooks. Same goes with the Astra Pro version. It also has an option to add hooks like the Blocksy, and also the Kadence Pro has a blocks part. You don't have to mess with the code like we're gonna do now. Now, I'm gonna activate it as I did already. It will be here. Looks good. Next one, as you see, table of contents. If I click here, it will scroll in the right place. Really nice. Couple of things are missing, and the thing which is missing is the search on single docs, nothing, and search is missing on the archives. Let's fix this one also. Once again, go to the reusable blocks, click on add new. I already did it. Give it a title, for example, Ajax search. I want it to be similar to the front page. Therefore, I'm gonna style it. I'm gonna add a shortcode here. Now I'm gonna go to the Ajax search Lite and grab this shortcode. I'm gonna place it here, update it. Once again, I'm gonna go here and grab this shortcode. Now I'm gonna go to the snippets, add new, give it a title, for example, Ajax search, and paste this snippet here. Just replace shortcodes here and here. What will it do? This one will tell that if the post type is knowledge base and it's single page, show this shortcode, and the same if it's archive, show this shortcode. Now pay attention though that this part here, post KNB, where does it come from? If you create a custom post type, then down bottom here, register post type, this one is the one you're using. If you're not using my code and you created your own custom post type, then just grab this part here and replace it here. So I'm gonna save and activate it, open up the archive page, refresh it, looks good. Now I'm gonna open up single page and looks also good. So it's done. Nothing else for me to do. Everything works as it should. Search is working, menus are working, sidebar is working, table of contents is working, and homepage looks awesome. As I told you, it's very simple to accomplish. It helps you though if you have a theme that allows you to customize single pages and archive pages for the custom post type. As I told you before, I'm using the Blocksy theme. The link to this theme with a nice coupon discount code is in the description of this video. Now, if you find this tutorial helpful, then press thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. And before you go, take a look at the next video you see on the screen right now, because it's also full of useful content.